Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, and this time reviewing on Justice Society of America, issue number 10, two comic review. Now, as you know, this is from the 2007 series, Justice Society of America. I did review issue 1 a couple months back, and let's get on the story. And the story mainly starts off how someone is taking painkillers and points out how every year at their family reunion, each family member who was a superhero was the original Commander Steel, then Steel, and introducing the potential third Steel, Nathan. And turns out that he lost his leg due to a bad infection and after an accident at football, and is pretty much a shell of his former self. And so, meanwhile, in Brooklyn, you've got Wildcat talking with his son, saying, "Hey Dad, nice suit." And so, pretty much has Wildcat asking, like, why didn't you tell me this sooner? And Green Lantern says, "You wouldn't have come. Not without putting up a bigger fight than you already did." And so they pretty much leave them to, do father and son stuff, and pretty much the other Justice Society members are pretty much finding out that someone has died, leaving some shocked, some trying to investigate, and something happens that causes the whole room to levitate. And it turns out it's Starman due to his fear of blood and that, which pretty much Dr. Midnight says that he's contaminating the crime scene, so Power Girl has to calm him down, which ends up with them crashing inside the sports gym, and pretty much Starman says, "A lightning storm." And so, pretty much, what Wildcat gets to know his son, whose mother was a banker, who got together after stopping a villain called the Gambler. And this is the moment where he says that he knows who he already is, and that, he's kept in touch and that, but he doesn't want to do father and son things, and pretty much says that he's not going to wear a costume, and he's not going to basically punch bad guys, and hasn't been in a fight since 3rd grade or 8th grade. And his father says, "Did you win?" And he gives that knowing smile, saying no, as it's like him saying, "I never did win, but I'm not going to let that bring me down." So, meanwhile, while Stargirl is talking with the original Red Tornado's daughter, and pretty much says that, I've been in this position before, and that I know what it's like, but I managed to pull through this. So they decide to make her a costume, and Stargirl knows that she's a kind of theatre major at basically at university, and she says, "We're getting you a costume." So, pretty much Dr. Midnight tries to run an autopsy, and even points out that Mr. America's ex-partner said that a supervillain attacked and killed the family members of his family, ending the bloodline and saying, "The bloodline of Mr. America is gone." And so we see Nathan coming to the family reunion, where he ends up getting hit by a ball by mistake, and one of his family members kind of say that, everyone's been worried about you, and they expect you to sit on that bench again, which he points out that he can't. So just then Hawkman shows up, while battling a supervillain, and ends up with one of Nathan's family members turned to metal, which turns out it's Nazi members that are pretty much trying to end the bloodline of the Justice Society, and understood their message, saying, Let him in and shield them first. And so it's shown where pretty much Mr. Terrific is doing some work, and Starman pretty much solves the calculations and pretty much points out about A Kingdom Comes that is based on the graphic novel back in the late 90s. And yeah, this is the story. So issue 2 isn't a bad start. We do see other family members of the Justice Society, some new, some old, and pretty much a great start to Nathan's origin, as he will eventually become the third Steel. So I think the issue deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.